Hi everyone, my name is Joel Kleber from Jim's Group HQ, and today we're doing a franchisee interview with Jon Williams, who is from Jim's Handyman, Wendouree. And this is hopefully the second time lucky, John. We tried this last week and we had technical difficulties left, right, and centre, and even today we did as well. But so we've got you on the iPhone. So we do apologise for the video quality. How I'm sure the content will be fantastic from Jon about his business in the Handyman division. So let's get straight into it, Jon. So what did you do prior to joining Jim's Handyman?
I was commercial plasterer, travelling Australia, pretty much plaster and bunning stores, schools, shops, all sorts of different commercial plastering jobs.
Mm. And then what made you decide to go and do a Jim's Handyman franchise?
I was chasing lifestyle really, so got sick of travelling, not seeing my family, my wife and my kids, and really got sick of not spending time, and my daughter was starting kinder and all that sort of stuff and school, and I just didn't want to miss them special moments.
And how did you find out about the opportunity? Was it something you just researched online, or did you hear about it from someone, or how did you come about it?
I actually found it on Facebook, actually. It popped up in my thing, and I've hit submit and gone through. Good. And
Facebook advertising does work. That's good for anyone watching. It's good.
Yeah.
So you clicked on the ad and you went through and you looked on the website and thought, I'll give it a go, and submitted your details, or?
Yeah, pretty much come up with an option to learn more, submitted my details, had a franchisor ring me, met up with him that Saturday and went straight for it. Yeah, jumped straight in.
And how's that process? So it sounds like it's pretty quick. Did you ask, what questions were you asking, or what were you interested to know during that process of discovery?
The sort of jobs they tackle, stuff like that. It's more than just fix the door or the gate latch or something like that when it comes to the handyman aspect. Do a lot of plastering and bathrooms and stuff like that, so it had a lot more variety to offer and a lot better lifestyle options, and get to see me family.
And from the name, as you touched on a good point there. It's, even though it's Jim's Handyman, which could be fixing a job or doing something minor, you can do kitchens and bathrooms and all these various things, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. So I do a fair few bathroom renovations and stuff like that. If there's something I haven't got the skill set for, we can get contractors in to do the plumbing and the electrical, to get all them signed off for the customer. So you've still got your certificate of compliance at the end for their insurances.
Now that's important to talk. Let's just talk about that. Now people outside looking in go, Jim's mowing, what's he doing, building decks or kitchens and stuff like that. So can we just talk about the qualifications and then go into detail a bit about that for customers as well?
Yeah, so I've got a trade qualification myself. All my workers having that as well. But if there's something that we can't capably do, like plumbing or electrical or something like that we need signed off, I've got plenty of contacts that I can contact that actually have their electrical license and plumbing license to get these bigger jobs sort of sorted out. You sort of supervise them in the role while they're there and watch them do everything and pay them at the end of the day, and it's a part of your price.
Yeah, and that's a good thing for customers, some people to know. It's not you guys doing it. You arrange it almost like a mini project manager, I guess, in a way, if that's what's required. If you don't have the relevant skills to come and help them out as well with that. So let's go into more about the varieties of jobs you do as well. So you've mentioned there kitchens and bathrooms. What else have you come across in your handyman franchise?
So we do pergolas and deckings and painting and minor painting. Floor installations of vinyl plank flooring. There's a whole variety, putting up curtains to fixing the door locks to doing sliding doors to fitting windows to fitting the actual whole sliding doors. The variety's just beyond of what you can really do. Like, it's a big aspect that handyman can cover. So
yeah, and those sort of little jobs can turn into bigger ones as well, which is a good opportunity to
exactly. So my boys now, because I employ two people, one's a qualified chippy. He's been doing it for 28 years. The other one's a qualified welder. And at the moment, we did a bathroom reno, and now they're painting the outside eaves of a house and the laundry and the kitchen, and we're fitting flooring in there. So yeah, the jobs do turn from a little job, that what we call it, to pretty much doing everything right through their whole house. to hanging pictures to everything. So
fantastic. Now, you mentioned there you employ 2 people, which is great. And I forgot to do the intro like I did last time, but as it was in the last video, which we did, your franchisor, Daniel, gave me probably the best rap of a franchisee I've ever seen. So you can see it on the screen there. It's an essay. It's brilliant. And it basically says, you know, in over 2 years now, you've got your parents in the business as well, I think, and you've got 2 employees, and this is in the space of what, 2 years, isn't it? Just under 2 years?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I've just recently put on an admin lady 2 days a week with the office side of things as well.
Did you think it could be like that from the start? Let's say 2 years ago.
No, I originally brought in, you know, just chasing my income that I earned when I was a tradesman, and thought, oh yeah, well, I can do this, I can do all that, and then there was an opportunity to grow, and I jumped in head first again.
Now, did it take you long to replace or to get to the same level as income as you were previously, or how long did that take you?
Probably 3 months, to be honest.
3 months?
Yeah, 3 to 6 months, yeah.
Fair income.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And overall, and you've touched on lifestyle before, but how are you overall with your lifestyle now? Like, is it something where you are, well, when you know, kids from school and that sort of thing, or how's it better for you?
Yeah. So working school hours on the tools with the boys sometimes, or driving around quoting, dropping kids off at school to picking them up, you know. Got the lifestyle pretty much. Not working Saturdays anymore unless I have to, or the weather's been pretty miserable during the week. We'll jump on the tools on a Saturday and get the jobs moving still.
Fantastic. Now, how did you find the training? So I think you did the training, you would have done the training at Jim's head office back in the day.
Yeah.
You were allowed to?
Yeah.
So how was that 3-day experience?
That was awesome. Learned a lot in a short period of time, and come out with a hell of a lot of confidence and business knowledge that I never really thought of at the time, and about 3 kilos heavier from all the nice food.
It's a common thing on the they do surveys, and it's always the thing about the food. There's like 40 remarks on the food saying good stuff. But the key thing you said then was confidence. Was it so you found yourself, you're just saying you became more confident at the end of the 3-day experience?
Yeah, just because of the support and everything like that you got, just being in a franchise pretty much. You've always got someone to reach out if you're having struggles or something going wrong in your business or something going positive. You're always getting support and help and guidance on how to fix things and how to achieve your goals that you start setting when you get into business and you stuff like that. So you got a support that you wouldn't have if you were an independent.
Now, do you think you would have gone into business eventually by yourself as an independent, or do you think if this option didn't come up, you would still be in the employment?
I'd be still employed. Hopefully that's if my boss kept me, but if I was an independent, it wouldn't have been. I still would have been successful, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't have been instant or as quick achieving of what I've achieved. So, yeah.
And with that franchisor support, now let's touch on that real quickly for people outside listening to this. A franchisor is your regional, we call them regional franchisors. Do you maybe want to go on a bit about what Daniel does and how he helps you?
So the support that we have from the franchisor is just a phone call away, and you get a heap of help that way. We have meetings every 6 weeks, which is part of the gym system. You attend them, you get a heap of guidance out of them and things that you wouldn't really think of when you're trying to run your business day to day.
And I hear you also you yourself, you take a bit of leadership in the region, and you organise meetings and stuff yourself as well, and help out other franchisees.
Yeah. So we just had a franchisee meeting the other day. I got touched on there and sort of given them a bit of guidance and a help around, having graphs to track your jobs and your profit margins and how much you're earning an hour and stuff like that. And
now,
really good.
This might sound like a rude question, but I don't mean to be rude. Why do you do that? So why do you go out of your way for other franchisees? What is it that you like?
because I do that because of the brand, pretty much. Like, I'm there to support others in the brand and help them succeed as much as I have, and teach them things that I've learned along the way that they mightn't have thought about. So it's about supporting others in the system as well.
That's fantastic, like that passing on attitude. And also, the better they do, the better your business does, isn't it? Because you get the reputation lift in the area, and that helps you, doesn't it?
Yep, exactly.
Absolutely. So I'm just going through the notes here. So you've got a couple of big plans. So you're obviously in Wendouree. So from any outside of Vic, Wendouree's in Ballarat, which is northern Melbourne, an hour north of Melbourne, hour and a half. So what's your plan for your business in the next, let's say, couple of years? Because you've gone pretty quick. In less than 2 years, you've got 2 people, you've got an admin staff, you've got parents involved, which is great in less than 2 years. What's your plan for the next couple of years for your business?
So I originally did start off with Wendouree. I've actually brought the territory of whole of Ballarat now.
Yep.
So it's more of growing that, putting more employees on, and actually growing the Ballarat region. And then there's options within the gym system that you can do the splits and sell off different regions and parts of your business, and really support people in the process and stuff like that. So I'll probably go down that sort of path. But yeah,
you're gonna be flat out if you got the whole of Ballarat now, do you, with the territory?
Yeah.
You're gonna be flat out. So I'm just waiting for your phone to come back there. Sorry, my thing just changed. You got me there, John?
Yeah.
Cool. So you got the whole of Ballarat, which is great. So let's talk about, what's the level of work like? Is it something where you do have the leads, but you go out yourself still, or how did your leads come through? How's the work go?
So a lot of my work is referral based now. Initially, when I did start up, I was switched on to gyms flat out, getting leads everywhere. I think off the top of my head with Wendouree, I've only received 100 leads all up. And I did join a BNI networking group, and got to meet a lot of other fantastic businesses in Ballarat that really get behind and support people that are starting out. And I still switched off with gyms now to this date, relying on referrals and BNI, and really fitted in the small town, or in Ballarat. It's not a small country town. Yeah.
Well, I guess in a regional area you can get a really good reputation really quickly, right? Yeah. At the BNI, but the BNI is a good point. So let's just point that out for anyone who doesn't know. Do you want to explain a bit BNI and how it works?
It's a business networking group. So we've got about 26 different other businesses in there. So you got wine wholesalers, real estate agents, accountants, business coaches, health and wellness, gyms, all them sorts of. We've even got a wine wholesaler, I think. Which is good. But they all get around and assist, and they start referring their clients to you, which the power of each person in the BNI network, you're roughly in business, say, I know 100 people, they know 100 people, so you've got 2,600 people that they start networking with you. So it grows the power of networking, referral work that way.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
Now, was that something recommended to you? Was that something you sought out, or how'd you come about that?
So when I was at the gym's training, they actually do mention that and tell you to get involved with that. And I actually come out of that 3 days training. The next week, I think it was, I'm ringing up wanting to join, even though I hadn't got all my documents and everything in come out straight onto the tools sort of thing. So I sort of did the training, and then it took a couple of weeks and straight onto the tools. I had to finish my other job up and whatnot. So
it's a pretty quick transition for you. And then to be making the same thing.
The transition to actually from making an inquiry to getting onto the tools and everything like that, I think they can make it happen in 3 or 4 weeks.
Mm. You were pretty quick, didn't you? Yours is pretty quick. So I think we've had some franchisors do the average time. Sometimes it can be 60, 90 days. You've got people from 5 years ago and inquired, then come back in. But so yours is very quick. Was it 3 to 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to hold the
Yeah.
contracts for 2 weeks, and obviously you got to talk about things and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff as well, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. Now, what about growing your business? From what Daniel tells me, you took a lot of ownership over your business by way, let's say, of attitude. Trying to network and not just sitting back and waiting for things to happen. So maybe you want to talk about that. That attitude you've got.
Yep. So I was pretty driven by buying in and wanting to earn good money and grow the business and stuff like that. So I wasn't sitting back relying on the gym's leads, even though you're getting a fair few of them come through each month and stuff like that, or each day. I went out and I started contacting other businesses and stuff like that within Ballarat by myself, so I'd just be driving around one day, had a spare 10 minutes driving around in the car. I'd just start calling people and letting them know that I'm around and I can assist their business and help them, and it really skyrocketed my business. So got on the front foot and did that.
It's a great attitude. It's a great attitude that that little graft, well, not that graft or that hard work you put in, let's say those first couple of months, and you just snowballs. If you do a good job and you take all those action steps like you did, that's really, really good to hear. Now let's talk about like your family. How many kids do you have? How long have you been married?
I've only got the one daughter that's 6. Yep. Got a pet dog and a pet cat and a wife.
So you got your nice little family up there happening as well. What about yourself, John? What do you do for fun? What do you do in your time off?
In my time off, I've got a Harley Davidson, or the dirt bike that I ride. I've only rid them once in the last couple of years, but it's all been about growing my business at this stage. Or we're currently renovating a house ourselves, so if I'm on the tools making money, I'm on the tools doing work around my house when I get time.
Fantastic. And what's some couple of things you really love about running your own business and Jim's Handyman?
The freedom. The freedom that you can get once you put the hard work in, the income that I've achieved and I get, and getting to see my family pretty much, and the support I get from the gym's network, the gym's group.
And how did you find the process from making that inquiry? Because that sometimes can be the hardest thing, isn't it? Taking action and going bang, and then what happens after that? How was that for you?
No, it was pretty stressful at the start. I lost a lot of sleep thinking, is it going to work? Am I going to make it? Am I going to, lose my investment? And that really drives you when you actually do get the chance to get on the tools and you've made the commitment. That actually really drives you to be on your front foot and turn things around to sort of help yourself in business.
Fantastic. And what advice would you give to someone who maybe was in your similar position, let's say, maybe losing some sleep about doing it or not, and working for wages and stuff like that? What advice do you have for someone maybe in that similar position as to you were 2 years ago?
Take the risk, make the most of it, and don't look back. Put the seatbelt on. It's a roller coaster, up and down.
Fantastic. Yeah, well, that's a good point. I know in some business stuff they've done, they talk about riding the wave, right? So you got that wave, and you seem to be flying at the moment after 2 years. So it'd be good to check back within you in a couple of years and see what you've done with Ballarat. And you've got now the big monopoly in Ballarat for Jim's Handyman. So we'll see how you go. Is there anything you want to leave us with today, John? Or
pardon?
Any final words you want to leave us with before signing off for today? Any final sign off?
If there's anyone looking into joining, I highly recommend that you actually have a look in the support network that we've got and we can offer you and assist you with starting out your business. We're more than happy to help, and
And for any customers as well, it's more than Handyman, as you heard John say previously. They can do everything. So it's
even for the customers, it can be from fixing your door lock to doing full bathroom renos, to making over your kitchen, to replastering your bedroom and painting it, to putting down new vinyl flooring. So there's a whole variety. Make an inquiry and we'll assist you.
Absolutely. And even organising the trades. I didn't know that, so I've learned something new today. Organising the trades with all your connections, which makes absolute sense, but a lot of people probably don't realise you would have that on the outside.
Yep. So I've got roofing contractors, plumbers, electricians, utilise them all to benefit my business and help the customers a lot of the customers that I get with the bathrooms, they got the stress of, oh, where do I find a plumber? Where do I get the electrician? Where do I do that? And then when you actually become the one-stop, you know, once they meet you and you get them on board, they go, oh, well, this is a lot less stressful than I thought it was going to be. And it's all, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper in the long run, isn't it? They're not making mistakes, and if they've got no idea, and you can do all that. So for anyone watching, it's not just Handyman; it's a lot more than that, as you can tell from what John is saying. So what we'll do, John, is thanks for doing this. We appreciate the time and all the technical issues we've had to push through. So 131546 or jimshandyman.com.au. Really appreciate your time, mate.
No worries at all. Anytime.
Thank you.